What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Leon from Leon Talks TV, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that might surprise you: the hidden struggles and challenges that attractive men often face. Now, we've all heard the stereotypes. Some girls can act a bit rude at first because they feel intimidated by a handsome man, or they might think they can't have that handsome guy, and that leads to a fear of rejection. And let's not forget about how some women might feel insecure around a good-looking man. They can sense that they can't rely on their looks to manipulate him like they might with less attractive guys. This dynamic can create tension from the get-go. You might have also noticed that some men can be challenging or even disrespectful towards you just based on your appearance. It's like being attractive puts a target on your back. Hot girls playing hard to get can add to this game, leaving you confused and about how to navigate the dating scene. And here's another thing: handsome men can make others, especially other guys, feel unusually nervous when talking to them. They can lead to unnecessary conflict and the risk of a fist fight, even when you haven't done anything to provoke that reaction. So, while being good looking might seem like a dream, it comes with its own set of challenges. It's not always easy, and it can be tough to break through all that noise. But once you learn how to connect and communicate, you might find even the most standoffish girls can turn into the sweetest people once they get to know you. With that being said, let's break it down chapter by chapter and dive deeper into these experiences that often go unspoken. Chapter 1: Unwanted Attention to Handsome Men. One disadvantage of being a handsome heterosexual man is that gay men will often hit on you, approach you, and inquire if you're gay, or they may give compliments. So I've heard, because I've heard this from many guys who are deemed attractive by women. Now, if you're a heterosexual man, this can be particularly challenging as it may put you in uncomfortable or awkward situations, especially if that's not something you're interested in. Some people just don't know how to react in those types of situations, which can make you feel uneasy. It is what it is, I guess. But this is the harsh reality of being a handsome man. You will attract a lot of unwanted attention. From what I've heard, some people have come on very strong with their approaches. This is part and parcel of what life is like if you're a handsome man. And these are the kinds of things that are likely to happen. Chapter 2: Perceptions of Masculinity. Another disadvantage is that you may be considered weak or soft, as if you don't have a backbone or can't fight, especially if you take care of yourself, like being well groomed and maintaining a good skincare routine. You know, those types of things. As a young guy, especially if you're deemed a pretty boy with attractive features, you will get tested a lot. For example, in the black community, many people view light skinned or mixed race men as soft or feminine. These are stereotypes that come along with having a pretty boy features. Now, this isn't to say that guys with pretty boy features or who are deemed good looking are any less masculine, but it's a reality that they face. I'm sure this happens across other ethnicities as well. If you have that pretty boy look like Justin Bieber, you might also be labeled as soft and face similar challenges. Your manhood will be tested, and often you'll find yourself in situations where your toughness is questioned. I remember a friend of mine who had light skin complexion and green eyes and long curly hair. People often confused him for a girl because of his pretty boy features. His mom recognized that he would likely face challenges because of this. So she enrolled him in kickboxing classes to ensure he was tough and prepared for what was to come. Chapter 3: The Reverse Halo Effect. So let's talk about the reverse halo effect. This is where people assume that just because of a guy is handsome, he must also have negative traits. For example, attractive men are often seen as arrogant, entitled, or self-absorbed before anyone really gets to know them. This can happen with women who might expect a shallow personality, and with other men who may feel intimidated and view these guys as competition. On the flip side, being good looking means people expect you to be confident and cool all the time, but sometimes they think you're stuck up or full of yourself just because you look good. It makes meeting new people harder since they judge you before they really know you. It's tough to deal with those assumptions right off the bat. Chapter 4, Facing Sassy Allegations. Next, let's discuss something that many attractive men experience: accusations about their sexuality. According to reports, good looking guys who are well groomed often face speculations about who they are attracted to, especially online. In particular, social media can be a breeding ground for these kinds of comments. For instance, people might link a man's good grooming or fashion sense to question about his sexual orientation. Interestingly, this rarely happens to guys who aren't considered conventionally attractive. Chapter 5, the intimidation factor. Now, let's talk about the intimidation factor. A lot of women might feel too shy to approach a handsome guy, or they might dismiss him completely. The social expectation is often that the attractive guy should make the first move. Even then, some people might think he's not genuine or that he's too good for average folks. This intimidation can also come into play on dating apps, where many feel insecure and may disqualify themselves from even trying to connect. Chapter 6, disrupting group dynamics. Another point to consider is how handsome men can disrupt group dynamics. If a guy is exceptionally attractive, people might expect all his friends to just be as good looking, which can cause some issues while trying to play wingman. It's also common for good looking guys to get the majority of attention in social settings, which might lead to jealousy or awkwardness among friends, both male and female. Chapter, the increased scrutiny. Lastly, let's touch on increased scrutiny. Friends and acquaintances might watch the actions of attractive men more closely or hold them to higher standards. This is especially true in mixed groups where people want to avoid misunderstandings or jealousy. It can be stressful to know that your every move is being observed, and it adds another layer of pressure in social interactions. Conclusion. In summary, while being attractive may seem like a dream come true, it actually comes with its own set of struggles, from negative assumptions to added pressure in dating and social settings. Handsome men often face challenges that aren't talked about enough. Thanks for joining me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Let's chat in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more info. Until next time, and salute.